Got a fun game for you guys. I want to see who can come closest to guessing my final gravity on my latest batch of brew. It is a Weeheavy. It's all grain. I did not put any sugars or DME in it. It was 22 pounds of Maris Otter and then about 3 pounds of specialty malts. Starting gravity was 1098. I mashed it at 67 degrees Celsius or 152 degrees Fahrenheit. I used 3 packets of dry yeast and 5.75 gallons of wort. It was 2 packets of USO5 and 1 packet of SO4. Just a little bit more info for you here. I actually have a Wi-Fi floating hydrometer. It's pretty accurate as far as movement and tracking fermentation goes, but sometimes I have to offset what the actual starting gravity is for it to have a proper starting point. Mainly my fault. When I first got it, I accidentally moved the circuit board inside the floaty thing around. Didn't mean to, but it kind of offset the calibration a little bit. Normally I have it offset by negative 11 gravity points. On this batch, I had a final gravity of 1098, as I said, on my floating hydrometer, but the eye spindle said 1075, which that's way off, and that was with it set to negative 11 already as an offset. I've never had it this different, but I went ahead and changed it to plus 12, so that way it said 1098. Then it started fermenting like 5 hours after I pitched. Like, I could see active fermentation happening, I could see the proteins moving up, I could see bubbles at the top starting, I could see CO2 and movement, but the gravity was not changing, and I was like, what is happening? It didn't change for almost 15 to 20 hours, something like that. So then I went to the website of the Etsy seller who calibrates these, and it says on his website, he calibrates them to measure up to 1.085 gravity, which mine was 1098. Now, what's important is it measured at 1075. If it measured at 1075 and I had it calibrated at negative 11, that means the device was actually reading about 1085, 1086, but then in my BrewSpy app, it was offset negative 11, putting it at 1075, which that makes sense because that's as high as it's calibrated to go. It doesn't know how to calculate any higher than that. It's just the way it's programmed. So I say all this to say that my eye spindle right now at a final gravity is reading 1045, and it's basically done fermenting. Like, it might go down another gravity point, but it's around 1045, 1046 right now. Might end at 1044. It's probably going to stop at 1045 per the iSpindle BrewSpy app. I do not trust that. I changed it from negative 11 offset to plus 12. That's a 23 point jump. So it's got to be somewhere between like 1020 and 1040. With all that information, take your guess. Let me know what you think my final gravity of my Weeheavy is. I'm going to call my shot and call it 1024. I have no prize, by the way. I'll give you a digital fist bump. Let me know in the comments.